Hi everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Meet and Talk. Thank you. When you come in, please don't share the live stream. Share and invite people. Don't work alone. Share, share. Thank you for joining. I see you coming in. Share, share and invite somebody to come. Today we'll be talking about the Wimbum Artists. Please share and invite people to come join us. Share and invite. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, Nick, I see you. Kilo Kennedy, I see you. I see all of you in the house. You're all welcome. Thank you for joining. Please share the live stream, share and invite somebody. Please, when you share, don't share to more than two groups because Facebook is doing a lot of restriction these days, right? So we are just lucky this live stream is even going through because they sent me a notification this afternoon. I was afraid we'll not be able to do our program. So please don't share to many groups. They have changed their policies. Share just to one group. Share to one or two people, but for groups, share just to one group, right? Yeah, because they now consider that as spamming. So please share and invite. Bonsais, I see you in the building. You're welcome. Please bring all your questions. We just have a discussion today, and I want to welcome my panelists. They are there in the house. I welcome you all, gentlemen. There's a lady who is to join us soon, so you're all welcome. I'm happy that even at short notice, you all answered present, and it's a great pleasure having you on my panel today. You know, to have these great sons and daughters of the England, and you know, we when we hear something concerning our motherland, we are so concerned because we love our motherland so much. So that is why we are here. You know, I want them just to introduce themselves to you so that you know who is here with us. So, those from the US, maybe you just introduce yourselves first. Lucy.
Uh, I hope I'm not muted.
No, you're
Yes,
not muted.
I want to send warm greetings to our viewers out there, especially those that are followers of this platform. Not just for today, those that have always been loyal to various platforms because, like I said last time, it's very informative and it brings a lot of visibility. My name is Tal Lucy George Tando. I'm a I'm a very staunch. I don't want to say staunch because it's like I may decide tomorrow not to be a Mbum man. I'm a very passionate and proud Mbum elite, based in the United States of America, precisely in Minnesota. And I'm one of those that love Mbum so much, and uh, anything that concerns Mbum touches me so deeply, and that's why I'm here.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. My name's Jibe Rungi, and my title is Joro. And it may be strange for many of you because we know it's not actually a Mbum title, but for those who know the kingdom of Ndu, we know like it is a mixture of the northern and the Mbum culture. Given that one of the funds actually migrated to that side during, I mean, when there were some difficulties, and then they brought the culture along. So the two are being managed together, and it's really just okay. That's nothing. It doesn't cancel any Mbum culture. The Mbum culture is fully practiced, and that part of it is not thrown away.
Wow.
So I come from Du,
Mm-hmm.
precisely at Mbandrong Kwata. I am Mr. Lemmy Moise. We are actually from the same Kwata.
Yes,
So
Okay.
exactly.
so
Mandu.
is my elder
Yeah.
brother. Mhm.
Okay.
So we are the ones, we are the landlords of the tea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm a sociocultural officer of Wikuda USA. I also love my culture so much that
Mhm.
I've been the sociocultural for some time, and I was thinking I'm tired. Then my people say you should continue. So because I love my
Hmm,
culture, I had to continue this year.
that's it. Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so
Congratulations.
much.
You're
It's
welcome.
a pleasure. It's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wow. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. Let's just take a stop over to Europe. President EU.
Yes, thank you very much, Sister Vera. Great job again, ever so great. So my names are Luanga Foba Mchari.
I'm
Uh,
seeing
Ta-
Tangwangsa.
Tangwang. Tangwang is the bigger one.
Very
Yeah,
We
Tangwang is
love
the bigger.
titles, man.
No, yeah, Tangwang is the bigger one than any other title that you see on that. So I'm very passionate about the booms, like all of us are, and also very very passionate about this topic because Wimbum music specifically is a tool to preserve our cultural heritage. This afternoon, my son, who was born in the UK, who has never been to Homeland for all the reasons, he could relate to some of the songs. So it is a very important topic, and we need to preserve our music. And this topic, of course, is very interesting because we need to do everything to make sure that these young artists are able to perform and are able to excel, and so that these our children, this younger generation, can continue to hold our culture. So that's me. I'm based in
You're,
Holland, and I'm from Mba. My father is from Mba, and my mother is from Tabike.
wow. You're
yes,
welcome,
yes.
doctor. You're welcome, Tangwang. before,
Tangwan.
before I pay a fine here, you're welcome, Tangwang. So we move to the artist. We'll start with Mr. Lemi.
Okay.
Just introduce yourself quickly and we
Yeah.
get
Thank
into
you
the
very
conversation.
much, Severa. Thank you, and kudos to you for this great job you are doing.
You're welcome.
I am Lemi Moise. As Mr. Jibril have said, I'm from Mandung. I'm from
Mm-hmm.
Mandung village. That is where
So we move to the
the
artist.
palace of Ndu used to be, carried where it is now. And then my mother is from Taku, from the palace of Taku. And my personal basis is from by President of Europe,
Mm,
Joe
Okay.
Eric. Yes,
Okay.
Mr. Joe Eric Ujir, Joe Boloba. That's my personal basis for all the years that I've been doing music. He started music before me, so he's my elder in the music group. So I'm very happy to know that somebody from Ba is on with us on this panel, and Mr. Eric is also following me. Okay, like you all know, I have been in music since from the 90s. I started music as Mr. Josh Talusi can tell you, and even Sister Vera, those are the people who know me, how I started, where I've gone, how far I've gone, how far I've not yet gone.
Yes, Mr. Lemi, we,
Uh,
we are coming to that. I just
I
wanted you to
started with
introduce
reggae,
yourself.
and then I became, I finally went into our culture and I realized the riches that are found in our culture, the wealth in our culture, and then I decided to see about its promotion. That's why I am more known at this. I think I'm best known in my cultural music. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lemi. I think you can remove the earpiece so that the communication will flow. It is affecting us
Okay.
here. Yeah, just talk without the earpiece will be good. Then if you have somebody has two
Is it,
phones there, maybe put it off because it is echoing.
all right. Is it
Maybe put
okay
it off.
now?
Yes, somebody is having two phones there. I don't know. Put it off because it is
Um,
echoing. Yeah, thank you.
all
All right. So we go now to the last speaker, Prince Tashe.
Greetings to everyone in the building. My name's John Paul from Mingengen Ayubi from Kungi Fons Palace. My mother is from Kame, so I reside in
You reside in? I did not hear that one.
Douala.
In
Douala.
Douala. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. We are all here today because I all of us here we are very present on the social media, and this is the era where the social media is very powerful, and anything you hear on social media you need to pay attention. So for the past number of days there has been a lot of noise. Seemingly we when the noise started, I thought it was just noise, and now if you notice it, for the past number of days the noise is becoming louder and louder. But when you listen to it, it's like misinformation, half truths, sabotage, lies, let me put it that way. So all of that mixed up. So it is good that we come together to talk about this, to put things in order. And somebody might be asking, but why the elite or the diaspora responding to rumors and allegations? As I earlier said, we are coming from Cameroon, and you see that in Cameroon, when things are little and you don't handle them, it can become complicated. So we don't want this relationship, because like there's a break in the relationship between the elites and the Wimbum artists. So we have the representative of the Wimbum artists here today, tonight, and we have representatives from Europe and the USA, and the representative from Canada will definitely join us. She's at work, but when I see her here, I will definitely give her the floor to talk because she has to rush back to work. The president of Wikuda Canada, she'll be joining us too, so that let's talk and clear the air, because it is becoming dusty and cloudy and slippery at and the soil is becoming slippery for no good reason. So I will first of all start with the artist, Prince Nairobi. Recently, I saw a video which you sent out there. It was in the dialect, but there was a lot of unhappiness. Although you were pleading, I really want you now. You are in front of your brothers and your sisters, and the whole world is watching. What is really the problem of the Wimbum artist?
Okay. Thank you very much, Auntie Vera. I think the video I did last time was just to plead to the elites, the Wimbum elites, and the Wikuda as a whole, for them to support us in one way or the other. It's true that many of the elites in Wimbom have been doing their best to like support us, but I just pleaded that the Wimbom community, the Wikuda community worldwide, to support us in one way or the other, like trying to like make a competition for us as they usually do in football, because I know that here in Douala every year we are having we could a tournament, we could a football tournament that is taking place every holidays. The same at home in the village. So I was just like pleading for the Wikuda and the elites in Wimbum land to like try to put all this in the competition that we can also compete, because when there is competition there is hard work.
Mm-hmm. True.
Because I've noticed that most of us are just like making music because they want to make money, not that it's their passion.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go to competition, you will really sacrifice and work hard to project your star. Because most of us, somebody will like maybe go to the studio and record a song, and we hear that he's launching tomorrow, he or she's launching tomorrow. After the launching, maybe he or she raise he or her money, and after that they will not talk about the person again. So I was just reading that the Wimbom people should try also and invest in the musical side, because we have been investing in football, as they usually say that we want to project football. Maybe we can have a star like Etofis in the Mbumland, but we have invested for a very long time. We have not achieved anything. So there is a proverb in our dialect that they say, when you plan, if you are planning beans and the beans does not do well, you should try and plant corn
Can
also,
you say that
or
in
yam.
Limbo? Tashe Nayobi, just to let us have the sweetness of Limbo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ine aga biem kum ga afuye nega ageter bie kwa ne kwa
Uh-huh.
be baye nele.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So it's not like I'm discouraging the promoters of football, but I'm just also feeling that they should also support music, because most of the entertainment that the women people are enjoying is also coming from music.
Yeah. So yes, that is now from your video. So you are handling the artists. You people are working together. So what is really your problem to add to these ones that you raised in your video? What is, because we cannot just be crying like this for nothing. To you as an artist, you have been there for long. What is the problem?
The problem is that most of us, as the young generation, because I'm seeing my legend here, MMO, is they were working very hard, and then the
Mm-hmm.
younger ones that are coming today, they just want to do what they think they can do. But what I will say is that we, the women artists, should also know that we were the one who decided to sing music. Nobody asked us to be musicians. So when you are doing music, also as an artist, you will also have something doing. Because for me, like me, and an example, I'm a musician and I'm also a mechanic. So I do motor mechanics. So I don't only depend on music. And I would like to talk to my fellow colleagues, musicians, that they should also look for another second job. Let music be a part-time job, because when you concentrate on music without having anything doing, definitely you'll be frustrated, because it's not really easy for now in the music, due to piracy that all of us know, and social media. When we release a song today, in the next 3 minutes the song is in US, the song is in Canada. So we should also have a second job that will sustain us.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Nairobi. We'll definitely come back to you. I think I will give the floor to Mr. Joro, since he's at work, so that he can just give his contribution and he goes back to work, so that we don't implicate him there, because he's definitely working and he shouldn't be here with us. So to react to this,
Okay.
Mr. Joro,
Yes.
yeah.
I will. I would be, since I'm in the office, I will still be, and then if I'm disturbed, I will go out. Yeah, but I will start.
Yeah,
Yeah, so then I will just go out and make some little rounds and come back. So
exactly.
the thing is, yeah, there's this problem of the artist. I've talked individually with some artists. So, but when the general statement came, I mean, it was like the people writing. I was asking the question if they actually are writing after discussing with the artist, or they just decided to write because they knew the person. So I mean, and I was expecting the artist to react. The reason is that the artist who was one of the artists who was mentioned is one of the last people that I actually worked with in my committee that I was working with, trying to even promote them. Uh, Taluso was one of the members, and we worked so hard trying to see. And I mean, making a conclusive statement as if Wimbum people don't want to support. I mean, it's not true, because how I saw that the Wimbum people are ready to support during the time we were preparing. Yeah, while we were preparing the artists this year for the USA convention, which we did not succeed. I mean, there's a lot involved in it that I will come back to it. So, I mean, just by just a day, I said I want people to support my artist by paying the visa fee. It didn't make up to 4 hours, and I had people paying for their visa fee. Meaning that, and if you see how much people talk to us during the convention about why is it that we don't have artists? Why is it that we don't have artists? So, I mean, meaning that if they see the artists, they will be ready to support. And
Mr.
they see,
Joro,
and they
Mr.
are,
Joro, I'm not
yes.
interrupting. I want something to be clear. So, what you are saying there means the USA wanted to invite these artists, and they went as far as paying for visa fee. Did I hear you well?
Yeah, yeah, the artists actually went to the embassy. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm I have an interruption. Please let me just go. Can somebody be talking? Let me go to the
Yes,
door.
let me pick up. Let me. I'm still
Thank
to. I'm
you.
still waiting for my own question, but let me help and finish with what Jero was saying.
Yes.
Actually, it's not even the first time that Wikoda USA has made these attempts to bring our artists here. It's the second time, and unfortunately, it's the second failure. And what we have to look at is the enthusiasm and the interest. In fact, I don't want to say interest, the zeal that we had or we have to see ours brought here. The money that was spent already on the artist, or that has been spent already just in attempt to bring artists to the US, we don't want to blow that figure here. They know at their individual level what has been spent on them, because we actually wanted to bring four.
Okay.
At their individual levels, they can testify, but as a group, it's just too much. But it doesn't mean anything, because what what we were looking for is not money, or what we don't put so much interest in the money. We put interest in seeing that we achieve that goal. So Jore is the sociocultural officer. I'm the vice secretary general of Wikoda USA.
Mm-hmm.
We all work together in this team, and we work tirelessly. Maybe I was resting, but somebody like Joro and other ESCO members, they were not sleeping, walking them through for about 2 months on a WhatsApp group, preparing them and telling them the do's and the don'ts, how to prepare to face the interview and all that. Even when problems appear with their documents, which needs money, the money people would give the money. It was not only about visa fee or whatever. A lot too was done financially to get things ready. But unfortunately, uh, you know, maybe Joro will have spoken here, but people should know that getting an American visa is not is is not granite and corn. You know,
Mhm.
we all know, all of us should accept that getting an American visa is, is very difficult, unlike other countries. So, but that did not discourage anybody. We just got angry, we got disappointed, but not like discouraged. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when things relating to what this our youngsters write on social media, I think they need to drink some cool water and maybe know from the old guards, know from the old brooms like Lemmy Moise is here and other artists. Lemmy Moise does not write like they write, but he's an old broom in the house. So I think this issue of youth exuberance to matter so much that when somebody holds his phone and maybe don't know what to do, he just starts typing as if they're in a WhatsApp group. And when it goes out in the air, it can have negative or whatever consequences. And that is why we are here to actually caution, because some of them, they do not know what it takes to get an artist or to put an artist on the world map, even on the national map. You know, it is not corn and granite. So they should understand that. I'm speaking for Jibero. Maybe you may ask my own question so that I just flew.
Yeah, well, I will definitely come back. You have answered so well, and you have given a lot of information. Those are things we never knew, right? Those are things that people need to know because, as you see, the bashing has been too much, and we have not heard any artist come out to say no. Yeah, you stop. Don't talk to these people like that because they have been supporting us, and just to think that America, USA, Korea, USA wanted to invite four artists and they went right to the embassy and the visas were not given them. We'll get to know maybe why those visas were not given so that they who are listening should know where they need to work so that things will go smoothly because it's both ways. USA might be very somebody's I don't know whether it's Mr. Kangong Josh since he's driving.
No, no,
Yeah,
it's not me. My
somebody's
environment is quiet.
okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not me.
Yeah. Yes. So coming back to that, I wanted Mr. Lemi Moise to react to this, but now our sister from Canada, she tells me she has just 5 minutes. She's at work, so maybe we could Canada to hear from them because I see on the flyers for the convention we have some artists who have been invited, some boom artists who have been invited. Meaning that because it will not be like it's out of pressure now that the diaspora has started inviting artists. The artists are already there, but I know it has not been easy. So I want her to give her own input to this conversation because the bashing of Wimbum Elite, it is not very, very, very productive because somebody who is planning to help you and you start talking like that, you might discourage some people. So, sister, you're welcome. And Nangwai.
Hi everyone.
Thank
I'm
you.
not sure if I'm audible enough.
You're
You
loud.
are.
Hi.
So, okay, thank you. Sorry, I'm just at work. The time didn't suit me at all. And I'm just rushing so that I can go back. Yeah, I read the little post on social media. It's not so encouraging when we read those from our own people, especially when we know that we are actually trying our best to encourage them. So this year we planned on having two artists to join us from Cameroon, and we are only getting Renew. So you would know that Renew, it didn't start today for us to get her. She's had that visa now for like 4 years. By the time she got the visa, we couldn't get her to come at the time with her previous manager. It was too late when she got it, and also the conditions that the manager gave us to be able to bring her here, we couldn't meet up with everything as an association. We we had to pay her flight, pay hotel fees for she and manager. In fact, there were too many things that we needed to do at the time. which we as an association, as a growing association, couldn't afford it. So sometimes too, just being abroad doesn't mean that we have that many funds to finance a lot of those projects, especially when our artists are expecting us not just to put them on the map, but also to take care of every expense. It That too can be difficult when if the association doesn't have that many members that can sponsor such a trip. So we have to look at a win-win situation. We really want to promote our artists, but they too need to help us promote them. And this year we wanted to have Lexi as well to join because I personally I really wanted Lexi because her music her music has some cultural tone to it, which is really Wimbum, and it doesn't just put her on the map, but it puts Wimbum. Unfortunately, she's not been able to get the visa yet. I'm still to discuss that with the publicity department, and then we would see what happens and how we can fix that for next time. It's in our projects, it's in our works that we would try to encourage as many artists as we can, sorry, and see if we would get certain programs that would be able to sponsor them, like not just us doing it out of pockets because sometimes it's very difficult, but we'll see if there are those channels through which we can assist them put our music on the map and put our artists out there. We are working on that. And like my brother from the US was saying, it gets very discouraging when we notice that we are putting in that effort to do something. And then we have some people who are just very quick to use the keyboard and say things that cannot be taken back, you know. So maybe on the one end, we can advise our artists, watch what you say online. Lots of things that you say, maybe afterwards you can say you're sorry, but it doesn't take back what you've said because what you've said has been said. And especially like describing your elites as stingy Wimbledon people, like that is not very good. That's not very good coming from what I usually tell the artists is that you're not just an artist for yourself. You portray yourself to the world. You also portray your origin. So when they come up with such utterances, it doesn't just speak of them. It speaks also of the place where they come from. So they should watch because they are kind of our ambassadors too. So if there's anybody that can take that message back to them, they should help us do that. Yeah.
Wow.
So thank you very much, Vera, for this opportunity. I'm so sorry that I can't stay on because it's difficult. You know, I'm in the
I know.
hospital and it's really difficult for me to sit out here and
Exactly.
continue with the show. I would have loved to be on there from begin start to finish, but the timing is just so bad for me. Sorry.
No problem. Wow, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Enangwayi, all the way from Canada. Thank you for like sacrificing your time because this is to show that you have love for your people. And from what you have explained, these are clear proofs that uh, the diaspora has been doing concrete efforts to invite our artists. And you see the challenges because Alexi, I'm sure, not having the visa, maybe she has not met up with certain conditions, which we will want to study some of those conditions so that they prepare themselves, as you said, for next time. They put those things together so that when they go to the embassy, they will be granted these visas. So some of the conditions they don't know, and they're just making this noise, right? They're just making this noise. So thank you so much, sis, as we continue with the discussion. Have a nice day. God bless you.
Thank you, sister.
You too. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I need to remove. Let me just remove her and we come back. Okay. So that's said. So we get it from Canada, we get it from Canada because it's just that Sister Edna is already dropping down because I know Rinu is already out there, and the other artist, Estino Dynamic, she lives in Canada, so it is easy for her to come on. So now listening to all these, Mr. Levy Moyes as an artist, what do you have to say after all the bashing? You people say the elites are stingy. We don't care for anybody. Like in the comment section, let me just read some. Bamenda Culture says what the artists are not appreciative at all. All they tell us back home is that our elites are not supportive, like we saw elites. Huh? So, what
Okay.
do you say to that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. What I will have to say here is that I'm actually low key to get when I get such remarks from our own. Yes. But the thing is, one thing I want to clarify here is that except some artists are like the hidden drummers in the bush that are actually playing the drum of the dance we are seeing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the people who are blowing the whistle blowers are not artists. They are not
Mm-hmm.
artists. The first person who wrote against my brother Josh Kangong, the comedian, I don't even know him. I don't even know about his works up to now. I'm still to know what he really does. I hope you are getting me clearly.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're getting you. You're getting you.
Yes, he's a comedian, and I actually had to come up on my own page and say something about that because I know what the Mbum elites have been doing to us, to most of our artists. They cannot come on platforms and even declare what they do. There are artists whose albums and songs, let me put it that way, have been sponsored by most of these our elites. They do quite a lot that is not announced out in the public. And then the last one that was also said was by a blogger. A blogger came and they used an artist as an artist, I think, and another one as an example. So we're actually expecting that artist to actually distance himself from such declarations. But that is what I'm saying. I'm saying here that maybe some artists are actually in the background because actually our elites are like we are not appreciating what they are doing to us. But the complaints are not coming from us, except like I said, some artists might be in the forest playing the drum of the dance that we are actually following. So, but what I want to say here is simply that, as I said last time that I had to write on my page, we the artists we have a problem that we are supposed to solve. We are supposed to solve our own problem. Most of us are not yet at the level of being called artists. We don't work on ourselves. We don't work on our art enough that it can actually put food on the table for us. You know, uh, support from our elite or even from direct brothers it's a choice. The elite can decide to support you. I mean, even your brother, one mother, one father, can decide to support you in this arts. You don't have to force. You cannot force him to do that. You can choose to do that or not. So, what an artist benefits from in the music industry, there are I don't that support is not even on the list. It can come and it might not come. The first thing that an artist benefits from in music is the sale of his work. It used to be very easy when we had cassettes and CDs. But now cassettes and CDs are no longer in the market. But artists still carry out sales when when they upload their works on streaming platforms. When they upload their works on streaming platforms. But the thing is that most of these streaming platforms they demand albums at times, complete albums. And when you upload it now, and then you have a bank account, as people stream your song there, wherever in the world, the remunerations are being sent into your bank account. How many of us artists have works on streaming platforms? That's a question that most of us should answer. How many of us have works on streaming platforms? Very few. How many of us even have albums? As Prince Nairobi said, somebody will compose a song at night. The next day, the records in the studio in the evening is already on Facebook or on YouTube. Music that is too raw. I'm not taking time to see whether there's something wrong with the song that needs to be collected. I mean, that needs to call maybe an old hand to listen and then maybe add something, bring singing and that will make the song immortalized. Was that day, like Chris where Peter Shafter of Faith, Migrant, myself here, or John Iray, we have songs that when they are played anywhere today, people still get up and dance. Why? Because we took time to work those songs. We took time and then seek for advice, both from those who are not even musicians. That's why the songs are the way they are. But somebody will just gin a song at night and the next day the song is in the market. That is something we need to work on as artists. The second thing that artists benefit from are concerts. But for you to have concerts, you need to be popular. And how do you get popular? You have to make use of both the traditional media, that is the radio and the television. If you must pay for promotion for them to promote you, and today you have to make use of equally the social media. So how many of us have songs that play on even the local radio? Nothing. No, very few of us. And how many of us can withstand a concert, live concert? Many of us go and learn the music in the studio. I mean, they don't. Many of us cannot even play even a guitar or piano or even blow a flute as we used to blow in the primary school. They are musicians. They cannot withstand a live show. So concerts, you cannot get money from concerts if you cannot withstand a live show. The number of Mbum artists, you count them and put them down here. Many of them are afraid of the microphone, live microphone. Because when I have a studio, when many of them come, they come and start learning how to sing in the studio. Their own song, you teach them their own song in the studio. So a lot we have to work a lot. We are shooting at our elite at a time that we ourselves, we are supposed to be shooting ourselves. Ask ourselves questions that what have we done to be strong enough that we can go beyond our elite, so that even those who are not our elite would notice us, would recognize us. When they bring the examples of Sheldon Toom, their people carry them to America and things like that. Sheldon Toom does his work. It is still traditional music from so, but he has taken time to do it in such a way that it transcends boundaries. It goes beyond people who are not Mbum, who are not top people. They consume it. That is what we should do. We should work our songs. Take time and work songs. I see many of the work we have out there. We don't take time to work them. The third way that a musician can benefit from his work is copyrights. Copyright royalties. Copyright royalties, you can only benefit from copyright royalties if you are a member of a copyright corporation. Most of the artists in Cameroon belong to Sonacam. So now it's Sonacam. Those of us who started with Sosnada and so on, CMC, Socam. Today is Sonacam. And many of us too are also members of the French Copyright Corporation, because most of Cameroonian music is being marketed in France. That's same. So when you belong to a copyright corporation, there are two things that you are going to benefit. The first thing is the protection of the rights of your song, because this is intellectual property. The songs you compose, they are intellectual property. Those rights have to be protected for you, and these rights are protected by a copyright corporation. I will tell you that if there are 100 Mbum musicians, we don't have up to 10 that are members of the local copyright corporation. The first thing that rights have to be protected. How can you prove that that song that you are singing is yours? If somebody takes the song and sing tomorrow, will you attack the person? How? Is the song protected anywhere? No. So that's the first thing you benefit. The second one is the royalties that they pay when their songs are being used, for example, by the radio stations, the TV stations. Even though in Cameroon here it's only CRTV that pay. So which means that their songs should pass on CRTV radio. All the CRTV radios, we have FM radios everywhere in Cameroon, and then they TV. So you need to pay promotion. They pay promotion, they play it, and then you will benefit quarterly. That is after every 3 months, you are paid royalties, even though the amount has actually reduced because of a lot of embezzlement that takes place in the copyright corporation too. that you benefit at least something from it. So we're on that, and then the fourth one is monetized channels that can
Mr.
receive royalties from increased views. How many of us are big enough that can actually give us money? How many views do we even have with our songs? Because we don't take enough time to prepare our songs. We don't make it catchy enough. We make it in such a way that they are ephemeral. They don't last long enough. As they are played, maybe a few of our country people play it and it ends within us.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Lemi Moise. Thank you. I think your
So
network.
those are the things we have to,
Can
yes.
you hear
Those
me?
are the things that we have to work on. Yes.
Can you hear
Those
me?
are the things that we have to. Yes, I'm getting you.
Yes, before you take a short break there, because we have many speakers who have to contribute. You said something about royalties there, because we did bashing, right? I was actually bashed too, that I have to pay royalties for playing that song. So that one now, who pays that I should pay royalties? I will definitely come to we the promoters, because the bashing, they have bashed everybody. I think Mr. Kangong Josh will answer that one. But for now, tell us now the royalties. Am I owing you people royalties?
No, you are not owing us royalties because you are not a copyright corporation. Because
So are
royalties are
we
only
are we
paid.
the promoters? Are we the promoters owing you people royalties?
No, you are not owing us royalties.
Okay.
We are actually supposed to pay you. We are actually supposed to pay you for promoting our works.
Exactly.
That's what I'm sure that's what I said there. We're actually supposed to pay you for promoting our works. You're not supposed to pay us for royalties. So that is
Yeah,
how,
well,
as far as I'm concerned, royalties are paid by legalized structures that is known by the government that have to
okay.
take care of that.
Okay, thank
Mhm.
you. We will definitely come back to you. Thank you so much for that. Today we are talking about what is going on, but we are learning, right? And it is for you artists. Sit down, take a pen and a paper. Thank God this video is here. You come and watch it again and learn. Because I realize that instead of us just sitting and getting angry, there's a lot of misinformation, there's a lot of half truths, there's a lot of ignorance, and we are definitely getting it now. Because the last convention, let me go to Europe. Tell Lucy, just be patient, right? Since we touched Canada, we touched the USA, let's go to Europe and see. Then we will definitely come back. In the last convention in Paris, we did everything possible that we made sure it was exclusively Mbum songs, and we saw it also in the USA. The whole convention was exclusively Mbum songs, thinking that that is a way of selling our artists out there to the public. Because this idea of coming abroad, if you come abroad when your songs are not popular, when they play them and people just sit down and watch you, it is so frustrating. So we did that, and even during the gala, it was 90% boom songs. And even with foreign DJs, right, when they were leaving, they had to ask for those songs that they will go and use in other parties. And we were so happy, thinking that we have done you people good. But now the bashing is that we have used your songs in conventions and we need to pay you. So I need to find out from my president from EU, Tangwang, did we go wrong, or what is going on? What do you have to say to this?
I think I'll just be generic. I've just listened to all the comments. Obviously, I'm new on this. It's not my domain, but I think there's some huge learnings there. I also did a bit of research, um, and I think the first thing is qualities of a good artist. If you see the good artists out there, the really high tier artists, I think it is good for you to understand this. One, you must be passionate. We are all passionate about boom songs, right? You must talent, of course, but you must persevere. If you don't get it now, calm down and wait. Don't bash. You must also be professional. Professional means that you should conduct yourself in the right manner, because that could, even if you have the best voice, if you don't conduct yourself in the right manner, if you're not professional, you can lose a lot. I mean, some artists, right? And then, of course, your work ethic. You produce one song today, then after 5 years, you produce another song. Then you get frustrated that nothing happened. It doesn't. So just remember that you really need to have those qualities. And once you have those qualities, you will not just take the phone and send a message. So this is really important. And then, as Brother Lemoy said, it's really important for you to understand that there are different streams of income. The good news is, as you can see here, you have presentation from USA, Europe, and Canada. Is that not good news? We were not obliged to be here. So if this does not mean much to you, for us to be here to listen, like I said before, our music is a tool to promote our culture. So, and we're doing that. So we are promoting you, we are promoting us. So let's look at this, as positive, And then the other good news is African music is on the rise. This is just information. African music is on the rise. I'll still go to about Moise. You talk about streaming of music and the rest. I just got some statistics in terms of the annual revenue that is streamed for music in 2021, just from African music, to show that it is an opportunity for us, Mbums, to get in there. It has risen from $92 billion in 2021, and in 2026, is expected to be around $300 million. What does this mean? That we are on track. So calm down, persevere. Don't get erratic, be professional. Don't spoil your future. The future is bright, So I think I would just put it from a general point of view that let us continue to be professional. Do not use the wrong words. Otherwise, you will lose your opportunity. I think I'll stop there for now.
Okay, and I want you just to chip in at the level of Europe. What plans did you people have for these artists? Because I knew you had some plans for them. So we
Yes,
want to let them know that we have them in mind.
it's
So
the same spirit like Canada, same spirit like US. I mean, it's implied, right? We have always wanted to have an artist, this is our third convention we just had. And of course, it's work in progress. It's sometimes after the convention, you have a review, people make review, you see people making comments, they want to have an artist. So just persevere. The good thing is that we are here for you and you are there for us.
okay, thank you so much, Dangwan. Thank you so much for that. And I want us to continue. Artists, you've heard it. Persevere, be patient because we have you in mind. But now I want Talusi George stand up because he too they have bashed him, right? He wanted to reply to some of those comments. I saw them bashing on him. Mr. George Tando, Talusi, are the elites owing these artists?
The answer is a big no. The answer is a big no. The elites are owing the artists no dime. I mean, no dime. And the elite may be disappointed in what these guys, when I say these guys, I mean those that are writing. Lemmy Moise said something, which is what I wanted to say, that when you see the frog or something dancing in the middle of the room, know that the drummer is in the bush. Because when you look at the people writing, those kind of names that I've never seen in my life, writing things, you don't know where they get their information. But what worries me most is that, like I tried to reply to the other one last time, I asked all the artists to distance themselves. There's a word called distance yourself from a thing like this. And some artists actually did. Maybe Moise is here. I came to the group where we are, and some of them went out and actually wrote so perfectly.
Yeah.
But some of them kept quiet. That is, some of us of the media, we know how to identify certain persons that are behind certain keyboards. But let me say this to the knowledge of our viewers out there, that music is not even part of Mbum culture. This, I mean, music like what we dance in bars, right? Has never been part of Mbum culture. We are just trying to cope with the changing world. We had our Mfo, we had our Nju, we had Judah, we had Mbaya, we had Ngumba, We had things that could entertain us at the village level, and it ended there. When it comes to conventional music, it was imported. It was a kind of foreign culture to us, like makosa. That is why here you play any makosa, I will sing to the end. Even my generation did not know music. We knew that music was being imported from the coast. That is from Douala right to the southern part of Cameroon. And Yaoundé came after. So music came to Mbum land, like making us to know that a Mbum man can be a musician. During the late 80s, with Shame for Dennis, with Enoch Kongfu and Wokong, with the Jonin Desire of Tabiken. Later on, we had Chris Njowe, we had Lemmy Moise who is here, we had Jesus Shafter, and John Adip came up with, I think, 2 albums or so. That is how music started coming to Mbumland. Music is not a Mbumman's thing. So it shouldn't be a problem if a Mbumman doesn't even look at music. We are just trying to adjust to the changing world. And so, our generation of today, like Dr. Tangwang, Dr. Chari said, they have to pipe down. It's like they want to rush and or run before,
Yeah, ahead of the shadow. Yeah.
Yes, because when you look at even the real Cameroonian artists, that is not how they were singing for passion. They were singing about the society. They were singing about life. They were singing about happenings. They were telling stories, about happenings. They were not actually singing for money. Go and listen to their story. But today, somebody who is not even known in his village as a musician records something using his laptop, I think, because when I listen to some of the music, in fact, I don't want to be very negative, but let us just pick fact. When I listen to some music, because some of them keep sending to my inbox, at time I listen, I don't say me anything, because it's not up to the kind of standard that we should even play in the village. But we take time to advise them. The next day, they are bringing it back again that they adjust it. I say, look, take it easy. It's like you are living and dreaming to make it from music. Prince Nairobi said something here, and I give him a plus, that he has his job. He has his job and treats music on the side. And if our youngsters are depending on music to make it in future, I think they need to reconsider their steps. And I think that is where the problem is. Because if you have what will put you food on the table, you won't be looking up to an elite for whatsoever reason. Let me Moise said something, and let me put it clear here. These are the responsibilities of a man or of a man, if not a man in general. Your responsibilities, ordained responsibilities, is yourself, your wife, your kids, and your parents come. Even your brothers are not your responsibility. You don't owe them anything. And if they get this thing clear, all this dependency mentality and this, this mindset of thinking that you are entitled to somebody's pocket would stop. If a Mbumman gives you 1,000 francs, thank him. If a Mbumman gives you up to 5,000 francs because of your music, use that Mbumman to project the rest of the Mbum people. Don't use the rest of the Mbum people and spoil the man that gave you 5,000 francs. I remember they used to move with their cassettes.
Yes.
In the sacks and motos to sell.
Exactly.
To sell. I mean, occasions they come there, they tab you and say, these are my works. And people buy them, 1,000, and they're happy.
Exactly.
Today, an artist is organizing something. Some of us that maybe try to know how this market functions. That look, what you want now is visibility. There's a word we have been using, and it was part of our theme for this year's convention, visibility. What is visibility? Yeah. Exposure. make it seen, heard, and even felt. If you are not visible, please, you have not yet started your journey.
That's it.
Use your YouTube channel. Some say they are musicians. You go to YouTube, you don't see them. You go to Facebook, they are not even there. But yet they say they are musicians or whether they're artists. And at times we just look. Even we contribute money and give to an artist. Over 1 million, many of them. They
Wow.
bring a project. Yes. I don't want to call names. I know, Vera, we brought you to one of the forums.
Yeah, I contributed once, right? So I know what you're talking about.
About more than 1 million. Not
Yeah.
once. We give to an artist that, okay, we want you to do this. You said you want to shoot an album, right? Or whether a clip.
Yeah.
Do it. The following day, you see the artist in a nightclub with bottles of champagne in front of him, and he's doing how do you call it? Those things that they do in nightclubs.
Sabotage.
Where is that money from? That is the money contributed by people who are waiting for you to give a report. The next day you are taking pictures with girls in a beach. I'm talking of a real story, and those artists, they know what I'm saying, but they shouldn't be afraid because I'm not going to call their names, you know. So how are we going to help other artists when you don't give this feedback? We are unable to, you know, in fact, gather support for the next artist, because that was supposed to be a continuous effort. That is just part of it. On individual basis, we support, we ask their problems, we give money. They say thank you. The next day you see somebody singing music and call. I said, never you call my name in your music. That is not good. When you call my name, okay, you want to appreciate me, just do it. I did not give you money in the public. Why do you call my name in the public? That's not good business. Kofi Olumide and Petit Pays brought this thing because they already had a standard. They already put themselves at a level that even without producers, they can move on. Don't be copying this is foreign, right? Work on your music and let's see the results so that we'll be encouraged to do more. Now, when people write what they write, it is the place of the artist to say, stop, don't talk ill about our elite.
Yes.
We know what they are trying to do. We know what they have done to us, and we know what, you know, because some of them, they know. That is why I get a little bit frustrated. Like the post that came yesterday, it had to do with one of the artists that they have tried to bring here to the US twice.
Wow.
And the visa was denied. And guess what happened? You said we are going to come there. I think let us just push on this.
Yes.
An advice to the artist. If you say you are an artist, they take your passport, and on your passport they see that you are a farmer. How does that look like?
Doesn't go.
They are not serious. The embassy, they will never give, not US embassy. Maybe other embassies may consider. If you're an artist, please, and you think that music can take you anywhere, go and change your ID card. Profession. Where they write profession, occupation.
Yeah.
Don't write something else. When you write something else, you are a liar.
That's true.
So what should they write? Musician, right? Or artist?
Musician or artist. Go and change your ID card. You cannot be saying you're an artist on your passport or on your ID card. You say étudiant, student, or they say you know, all this some type of funny profession. But you say you're an artist. So people are listening. Let them get it straight. With that, you will never. So an artist was mentioned, and we said, hey, go and react to this. I don't know if he has reacted, or I don't know, because this thing, we need to say that actually even he's being refused, or the group being refused a visa, I think it was because of that particular artist.
Okay.
Because of one artist, other artists were denied visa.
That is like, I'm not cutting you short. That's why I get frustrated at times, because with all this noise, if those who actually went to the embassy, they would have come out to say, why are you guys bashing on these people? This is what they have been trying to do to us. All of them are just quiet. Nobody has mentioned this. We are
It-
just getting this information now here. Nobody has ever mentioned that, oh, they tried to bring us twice. We went to the embassy and visas were refused us, so that they will educate the other artists to know that this is the
and
procedure.
maybe not because of whatever, just because of the errors on the side of even one artist that spoiled the whole soup,
You
that
get it?
spoiled
Exactly.
and I know, and I'm so convinced that it's because of that. So it's good, let the people know. And at times, some like me, when I say please don't call my name out there, I have reasons, because it's for your own good. If you sing music and you call Talus, you are limiting your support.
Mhm.
You are making others to look like, okay, why should they is Talus's music? Why should I listen to it? Don't call those names. Leave it. Or you sing music and you call Wikuda. Why are you calling Wikuda? There's another way of appreciating Wikuda. When you call Wikuda, somebody who belongs to Nsoda will not listen to you. It's a Wikuda.
Exactly.
It will limit around the Mbum man who even knows what Wikuda means.
Exactly.
So these are some tips that people need to get, except you are just singing for fun, or it's just a special song that you want to dedicate. But you don't put that song on a platform and expect that the song should go viral, as they're saying it should go viral, share. No, I cannot share such songs. I can never, because it is not worthy. If I share, I will look stupid to those that I'm sharing. So that is it. They said, work on your music. Get closer to a mentor. Talk with an old musician. Be by him. Stop all this being on a high horse. Say, I'm a big star. Big star how? How big are you? So our youths, I'm calling them now youth because they are my genius. I think so. I've eaten some years, right? And I know this story, the music story in Boomland. We are still creeping. We are still limping. We are trying to catch up with other countries that are ahead of us. We are trying to catch up with other people. Take it slowly. Be careful the way you put your hands on your buttons, the way you use your phones. It may haunt you tomorrow. Because I'm very sure that some of the artists that will go on air and say, and I can advise, uh, uh, if you have something that you want to share out there, please get someone else to talk on your behalf. Somebody who's reasonable enough, somebody who understands the showbiz market. Or why can't you write to someone officially, or to a group, to a development association? Don't just go on air and start talking. And at the end of the day, you don't know how to defend even what you said. Because talking, you need to think before you talk. You will use words that are inappropriate. Like doctor said, you may never withdraw those words. You say you were thinking that. No, you don't think on social media. On social media, you say what you can defend tomorrow. I think that is what I want to say.
Wow. Thank you so much, Taluti. Wow, you have said it all. You have said so many things, and I'm happy. The reaction from the comment section. I can see. Divine Favor says, "Mommy Vera, I did mention it yesterday, and the guy appreciated me. Which guy? Which is the guy who appreciated you? I don't know the guy you're talking about. This is
He said, "Guy, is it her guy?"
Yeah, I don't know who the guy who appreciated you. Divine Favor is the only artist that. Okay, Bamenda culture is coming. Maybe he's talking about Bamenda culture because it was on the post that they were bashing the
Yeah.
Wimbum Ellis. Okay, so he too has responded that Divine Favor is the only artist that publicly acknowledged the support she has been receiving from you guys. Okay, he has come there. So that is the guy he was talking about. Mr. Kangong George, please. This is about to. I know you are on the highway. Please come back because I
Jo-
want to just come back, please. I hope your network, because I was about going to you now because I see you and you're driving to somewhere, because this cry everywhere. I am happy that it shows that what we have been doing to expose, right, the exposure granted to these artists, because that was my, let me say, my vision, and that is what my brother Kangong Judge and our brother Prince Wanja. I don't know why he could not join us today because he was supposed to be here with us. Right, we have been doing to promote these artists. Right, I started the Limbum slot in 2020 just for the passion of it, for the love of my culture. 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023 we are here, and 2024, 2023 Facebook started monetization. So I don't know. The bashing came that we are taking money, that we are using their songs, making videos, amassing followers, and taking money from Facebook. So I want to find out from Mr. Kangong George, who is also a promoter out here in the diaspora. I don't know how much, maybe the millions, so that we talk. How much have you have you amassed already, so that we start paying our royalties to these children we have sacrificed for them for all this while.
And before he
Okay.
talks, please let me just say something before Mr.
Mr.
Kango just
Just
yeah,
can you just
because
yeah?
I want to say something about him before he talks.
Okay.
That at the convention, I was the all-round MC. I was the one in charge of programs. You
Yes.
cannot count the number of times he comes to me and say, "Please, let's play the music of our children, our youth, our artists." He will be like ready to even request with money that they should be playing Mbum artist music. So I mean, yeah, that's just what I wanted to say.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Over to you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good evening to everyone, and thank you so much, Madam Vera, for this wonderful opportunity. Before I answer your question, this thing of bashing Madam Vera, bashing Mr. Kwangon, bashing the elites has been going on for long. And if I don't say anything, if I don't say something as far as this is concerned, I would not be very, very, very happy. I just want to say that our artists have to be very careful, just like what the other speakers have said. They have to be very careful. They have to calm down because it is as if the elites who have been supporting them have not been doing, I don't know, have not been doing enough. But there is one thing that I see in some of our artists on gratefulness. They are not grateful at all. Because after the bashing, those that we have been supporting for over the years, they cannot even utter a sentence.
Exactly.
They cannot even utter a word.
Exactly.
I know of a particular artist that I have supported him in more than 5 shows, and he can testify. I have a recording where he was testifying to somebody somewhere that he had a show. He did not even tell me, and surprisingly, he has something from me. And I know that that's what many elites have been doing. But these are the many artists who would tell people that the Mbum elites are not, that the Mbum elites are not supporting. If you ask Prince Wanja, there was an international competition that was going on. I paid the registration. Personally, I paid the registration of about 7 of these artists in Douala. And then when they succeeded and they were going to Yaoundé, I paid their transport to Yaoundé and their registration. Then at the end, somebody comes on the social media and tells people that they are not being supported. I don't know exactly what these our artists want from us. And the most unfortunate thing is that those who have received the highest support are quiet. Those who have received the highest, and we cannot even count those that that we have sponsored their songs. If they ask maybe like the various reasons, they would testify. And at times, our own price that we pay is even far more than what they pay at home, because they feel that this particular song is sponsored by this person, and so for that reason, let me take that advantage, and they get more money from us. So I thank everybody for this contribution. I think this conversation was very necessary. Then let me go to your question. How much have we been receiving from social media? Those who are on social media, they know exactly. At times, they look at the whole thing, they see like what we're trying to promote our songs and so on. They think that we are getting money. We are not getting anything. Those who have the experience in social media will testify that there is absolutely nothing that we get from there. Even getting followers and so on, we are not getting followers because we are playing a song. So at one point, maybe like if so somebody thinks that we are getting followers, we are being paid and so on. maybe there's coming a time that we have to stop. Then we only play the songs of those who think that, they are okay with what we are doing. So our artists need to know that we as promoters, we are not getting anything. Our intention, we have two intentions. Our intention is to see them grow. Our intention is to see them come to limelight. Our intention is to make people know them. Our intention is to make the world know that these are talented young people from the Wimbum land. But the kind of attitude that they are having, is like at one point they have to pull us a little bit back. So if our artists are listening to us, they have to change. They have to change their mentality, and they have to try to debunk. If anybody comes up with any conspiracy theory about the Wimbum elite and their relationship with the Wimbum artists, they have to
Yes.
stand by, or they have to stand with the Wimbum elite and let these people know that they cannot, separate these two groups. Then I also want to add this. In addition to, to what I've said so far, we have been with the artists for so long, and there are so many things that they are doing wrong. We have spoken to some of them as individuals, but I think that having a platform like this, it is good for me to just highlight some of the areas which we feel that they are failing in. The first thing is that there is no unity. Our artists are not united. They are not united. If you look at the Nigerian artists, you see a lot of unity. If somebody is organizing a show, all of them, or a majority of them, make sure that they attend. But what happens in our own case? Our artists, when somebody is organizing a show in Douala, another person is organizing a show in Libe, another on the same day, at the same time. That is just an indication that there is no unity.
Unity. Yeah.
So our artists have to work on this. They have to be united if they want to grow. Those who have already made a name, they have to support those who are still growing. Because if they don't do this, then we'll remain at this level and we'll keep on complaining. Then I also want to say that there's no humility. There are times when somebody has, somebody came out with it wrong. Maybe appreciating. They feel that they are the top of the ladder.
Mr. You are echoing. Earpiece is there's an echo.
All right. Is it okay now?
No, somebody has a phone.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I was saying that
It is still echoing.
maybe it's
So maybe we just come back. We just come back to you because
like the network because the echoing. Maybe it's just maybe
Can you hear me?
Yeah, they are also echoing.
I'm also echoing. Oh my god.
Maybe you are the one that has two devices.
Okay. Can you get me now? It's not them. Maybe
There is something.
Let everybody.
Yeah. Please just mute.
Okay, everybody should get up.
Yeah. I think the person who was echoing has muted. Yeah, it's good now. Yeah, continue.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the second thing is that they are not humble. That aspect of humility is just completely absent, especially when somebody comes out with a song and is being maybe like appreciated by a few persons. They think that they have reached they are above every other person. I have two scenarios. The first one, about 3 or 4 years ago, we had a situation where somebody was like telling people, "Oh, you have to call me Mr. This, Mr. That," and so on and so forth. Until one of the artists, one of our icons, came in and said, no, they don't address artist Mister. And what was it? Just because maybe the person made a name, so a few persons appreciated him or her, and so on, and he became so arrogant. And immediately, when this whole thing started some few weeks ago, I made a video and I was calling on our artists to be humble. I told them that humility pays. Then somebody came and told me that you don't love an artist. That is old mentality. An artist came and wrote to me and said that was an old mentality. That we have to love the art and not the artist. And that whether the artist is humble or not, if the artist comes out with something that's good, you forget about that aspect of humility. And when I had to tell me that that is how these Wimbum people did, they Wimbum man, and that's how these Wimbum people they did. And you see, those kind of words are so discouraging. So if our artists really want this complete support, they should change their mentality and they should become humble. Because I want to think, as a person, I know that humility pays. Then, Madam Vera, there was a time you had a program and you talk about social media. And I quite remember in that program, you said social media, social media, social media, social media all the time. Our artists are completely absent. Or
Yeah.
those who are on social media are not doing enough. Take, for example, at times, like the songs that they are accusing us that we are making a lot of money out of it. When you do it, you try to I don't even know how to tell you. But I do it all the time. Okay, you do it, you put it on social media, they themselves cannot even share. Somebody comes and likes, and that's it. And that's it. They don't make any effort to get the audience. Going to the embassy, I was made to understand that at that time when you go to the embassy and you say, "Oh, I am an artist," they'll get to the various social media.
Yeah, they go to YouTube.
The
They
number
go
of
to,
Follow you up.
Facebook even,
yes,
right? They come to
Yes.
verify.
exactly. So how do you get the numbers when those of us who are trying, we do something you cannot even share. You cannot. I mean, you cannot make any comment. Then, so our artists they still have a long way to go. But we are pleading to those who are listening to us to continue and to know that we are behind them. But to those who are arrogant and to those who feel that the Mbum elite are not supporting them, good and fine. Like people have been saying, we are not owing anybody anything. If you come to us and you are humble, we'll do our possible best. If you have any suggestion, like the guy who wrote and was talking about Mr. Cargo George, and Madame Vera, and so on and so forth, if you have an idea, why not suggest? Come inbox, suggest. Oh, I know that we have been doing a lot, but please, can we do it this way? Be constructive. If you come and you are arrogant and you speak as if somebody is owing you, we will tell you that we are not owing you. So, but personally, I appreciate those who stood by us, and I frown on those who did not respond. But those who have received the highest support from us. So thank you.
Yes.
Maybe I will still come back. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, at least thank you so much. Your contribution there is very important because you have spoken for all of us. Because actually, when this whole thing started, I said, "Oh my God, when you put in a lot, right? When you put in a lot and you do it for free, because who does promotion for free?" As Mr. Talusi said, the artists were supposed to pay, but you say no for the love of your junior ones. You want to promote them out there. Actually, what made me to start promotion? I was into online business and I wanted to do a commercial in Limbum. So I said, but is there somebody who is singing something in Limbum here? So I went to YouTube. That is where I tumbled on Benzolo's song, and I saw that song has been there for the past 4 years. And I was looking at it, I said, but I've never heard this song Tikari, right? So that is how it started. But by then, I had been doing my limbo slot. I was using just the traditional dances. So I went for these artists. These artists, you see me, I go for them. They don't come looking for me. Oh. I go for them, searching for them, begging for them to give me songs from 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And I'm happy now that the exposure is there. They are everywhere, and that's why there's this noise. And all of them, they want to, they've become popular. But unfortunately, They want to bite the finger that was feeding them, right? They have become popular, but no problem, right? All is that we have done our best, and the result is there for everyone to see. But from the point of view now, it's for them. You have become popular. It doesn't end there. As I said, social media, yeah, the, people have known you. Your value has increased. So there is now the need for you, the artists, to look for good management and investors. This thing of helping, the people who will help you are your managers and your investors. What have you, the Wimbum artists, to offer out there for somebody to invest? It's all about business. This thing you say, people should help you. The Wimbum elites, they are also working. You have taken music as your own job. So who will leave his own job to come and help you with your own job? If you have something to offer, you have something to offer. Do it well professionally, that they will see it beautiful and invest in it. And invest in it. You know, all of them talking about long term, long term. We'll come back to that one. This long term, you see, go and ask the bandsome man how
You're
much they
measuring up with Lontum.
so this one of they need to, they need investors, they need good management. So they need to go out there and work hard so that they attract this investor. So what do we advise them, Mr. Joro? Can you say something about this one? Because it is disturbing.
Unmute yourself, Joro.
Oh, he's muted. Sorry.
Unmute.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I was interrupted at work what I wanted to say, but I mean, we have already passed that section. I'm sure the other people have already talked about the effort we're making in order to bring our musicians here.
You
And
can still,
okay.
you can still touch it live.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the
So
echo is coming from the area.
yeah,
Do you have
so
a second phone there? The echo is coming from you.
no, I don't have any. I just have this
We
one.
must do it in enhance it.
Let the rest of the people mute.
Yeah, everybody should mute. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So the thing is, when we started this, well, there was this. I mean, I don't know. We use a hidden criteria to bring them up. The people we try to sponsor, and I being the sociocultural, I brought in some experts like Taluso, and then also John Irie, who can also be, I mean, a good resource for them. So we did a lot. Just as I was saying, if the Wimbum people are not ready, you won't just say who is there to give an affidavit of support to these people, and you see people coming up. I mean, somebody will take their financial or their financial background, somebody can use it and even spoil their life and give it to you so that you can go and succeed and have a visa. And then the part of the, I mean, I don't want to really say it, but I know the part of the topic of the convention was, I mean, it was to making our culture visible and also promote. And there's something was hidden in it that I cannot say here that the president has in future for the artists, and he is the only one who will expose it one day. So, but we don't say everything. Yeah, so just by them coming here, if they had succeeded to come here, the exposure and everything, people will be happy. So, I mean, what touched us so much, and our people are so angry, and they're talking to me as sociocultural, is that the artists are complaining that the funds that they even use their music to raise is not for us to enjoy the funds here. The funds are even used to like bring water to our people, healthcare to our people. So it doesn't not mean that if they call you as a musician to come and animate, let them raise money for your community for water project, you will not do it or what? So when they use your music to play there to raise money for community project, it becomes a problem. That is another thing. Then the other thing is, as we worked hard, we said we did not succeed this year, but through that process, we learned a lot.
Okay.
We who were trying to do the program and the artists, we learned. It was in such a way that even if tomorrow it's not that same artist who goes to the embassy, they can even coach somebody, say that if you go there, this is how you are going to behave. And then secondly, they were comparing. Some people were comparing the fact that Canada was able to get visas for people. The USA is very different from Canada. The USA is a country that if you, I mean, I'm not saying it because I'm here. I'm just saying it for those who have tried to come to the US. If you have a visa to come to the US, if you have never achieved anything in your life, I mean, I appreciate God for that particular one, even if it's just a visiting visa, because you have achieved something. They are so strict. They are so strict, and they are so smart. Sometime before you leave your home, what you are planning, they already know what you are planning. So as you are standing there and you are talking, they already know what what you are going to say, and they're just waiting for you to voice it out. So somebody having a visa to go to Canada is very different from having a visa to come to the US. That's one thing. And then what I've learned from the insult artist, the one I spoke to first physically is this man they call Witty Minstrel. He's one of the most popular insult artists, the one who sing Bamenda. I mean, and when the one Gonzo, yes, that guy.
Yeah.
He told me that if somebody offer you a visa to go to Dubai, that will stamp on your passport, and you are planning to go to the US, just go to Dubai. No matter what you bring from Dubai, you may not bring anything. If somebody wants you to go to Nigeria, go there. If somebody wants you to go to Equatorial Guinea and meet the Cameroon community, go there. When you go to the American embassy, do you think they just open to that page where they want to stamp your passport? They open and they're flipping. They want to see the places you have traveled to. And then it's very important. And you travel because of music. That is very important. So those are some of the things we learn and we discuss with our artists during that time. And right now, Mr. Lemu Moise can confirm we didn't dissolve that group that we created during that time. So we still communicate with some of the people. And then going further, I just want to also say something in favor of the artists against the Mbum people. One of the artists complained to me, and it's something that I have to say it to. There was this artist that was wearing some artifacts that artists are not allowed to wear, and then the way he was taken to address it, it made the young man so depressed. So we have modalities of way to address certain things. They already arranged. The authorities have already arranged to call the boy to order. But some people were calling the young man on the phone and say, "Who do you think you are? What type of music do you even sing?" So we've been talking about the things that the artists are doing negatively. We should also be honest. Our people, I'm not going to say elites, because when they call you an elite, you are a responsible person. But then sometimes our people will say, for example, somebody say, this person, let me not call a name. This person has published a new song. When you look, no, now that boy with the drink shot for my 2 day, that one facing what they will not even listen. So immediately they're already classifying you down. So we have to go in there. Sometimes listen it may be different. It's just like the Cameroon movie industry. Once somebody see a movie from Cameroon, they will not even try to watch it before knowing that it is bad or good. They will think that if it was from Nigeria, they may watch the whole day before saying that movie not be fine. But if it is from Cameroon, they will already condemn it. So we should also learn. Like, for example, the young man, somebody would have said, "This is what you are supposed to wear. If you are wearing it to perform, it's okay. After performance, don't wear it. Yes, keep it in your back, because it's only the royalty who can wear this. It's only somebody who has this title who can wear it. So don't just wear it anyhow." But people were bashing him, say, if you know, is that something is going to happen to you. This, and that. Your father is going to pay for it. There was a lot of bashing, and the young man almost went into depression. So that's one thing that I wanted to say as a sociocultural. I also have to defend them. Mhm. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Can you just
Can
mute
you guys
yourself?
mute yourself?
Okay. Let me see. I don't know why we keep echoing. Okay, it's better
It's
now.
okay.
So let's just round up because let the network not come and mess up our beautiful program, right? So we will
Yeah.
definitely see how this conversation with the artists, with some of the artists, and the talking has gone far, right? When you start something, you start it small, you think that is small, and before you know it, it becomes the artists are the elites are listening, right? Because the bashing was not only for Mama Vera, or it started with Mama Vera and Mr. Josh Kangon, and gradually you guys have taken it very far. So everybody is reacting at his or her own level. So I think even we could national president is looking for time to also come and address it, because you touch the whole Wimbum community. So you will not be surprised that some funds may also want to come and say something about it because of the way
Yeah.
you talk. But now, all is not like we are coming here to defend ourselves. When you hear one, two, more than three, four people complain, there's definitely a problem somewhere. Yeah, and maybe the problem is there, but they don't know how to put it out there. Because I said this discussion, we are here to fix things, right? To bring back that relationship, let it be smooth, so that we can be able to work together. So I don't know, Tangwang, Dr. Nchari, what do you think is the loopholes that you see that we need to fix them?
Yeah, I think it is clear that we are promoting our artists. That one is clear. It is clear that mistakes have been made. No tolerance policy on any misconduct, for sure. It's a learning curve. But of course, the question is, what is the way forward? What is the way forward? We've heard all what we've heard. What is the way forward?
Mm-hmm,
I think the way forward is, firstly, you need to address what is wrong.
mm-hmm,
So I would say that perhaps those concerned should have a private meeting out of this. It must not be on the show, to talk to
mm-hmm,
those persons who may have written something wrong, or it should be private. I think here it's more about education and moving forward. There's no doubt that we value our artists, but they need to conduct themselves in the right manner. There are two things that have been raised here. Prince Nairobi initially said, in the past, they've been supporting football. Why don't we also support a competition in music? Correct?
yeah.
That's one of the things that we raised. So I don't know whether that is going to solve the problem. I don't think it is, but if that's what is, yeah, that's an opportunity, fine, because all the groups in diaspora are doing their best to bring artists. Okay, there are some difficulties, but they are doing their best. But if you say one of the ways forward is that to invest in some kind of competition, your work was hard to, it will give them a bit of hard work. That is one option. And then the other thing that Brother Lemmy Moy said is that a lot of our artists do not even understand how to generate income. For example, he said if you have 100, not even 10 have even subscribed to Sunaka, correct? So they don't even get like royalties and the rest. So the question is, why can't they do that? Is it that it's expensive? Maybe it's expensive. So how can we do
No,
to support them? So I think that there's a lot of
no.
things that we cannot discuss on the air. I suggest that those at home should really find time. We in the diaspora are willing. If it means that we pay for a hall, we'll pay for the hall. You guys sit in one room, have a private discussion, because it looks like there are a lot of gaps. It looks like there's a lack of education. Have a private discussion and identify the problems and try to find a solution. But it looks to me like there's a steep learning curve, because The opportunity for African artists is huge. I mean, Cameroonian artists is huge, especially our own kind of music now in Cameroon. If you think of from the 30s in Cameroon to the 60s where you had Makossa, Bekutsi, and now you have this kind of our own music. So I would rather it's better that you guys sit together, look at what's happening now, educate yourself, because coming out to the convention will not change your life.
Mm-hmm.
It is just part. There's a whole thing out there, and the very important that you should note is that with the coming of the internet, it is a great opportunity because your music can reach anybody in the world.
Exactly.
So it's time for you to, rather than rant, understand the qualities of being a good artist. You must be professional and your work ethic as well. Your work ethic as well. So all I can say is that please let us look the way forward. Let us try to take this thing out of the social media, sit in a quiet room, talk this thing out. And if anybody did wrong, they need to apologize. And that's what I think.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tangwang. You just touched where I was about to go because, as you rightly said, they should, with the coming of the social media, your song can blow from where you did not even expect because they are just focusing on the Wimbum community. Meanwhile, their success is waiting for them somewhere. See, for example, this song that went viral from Angola, this Jerusalem, from South Africa, right? But now some Angola kids, when they took it and danced, it went viral. So you don't even know from where your song can come out. There is TikTok, there is Facebook, there is Instagram. Why are
Mm,
they not diversifying? They are not using the internet, as I said. I said to them last time, I said nobody should
Yeah.
invite me to their show any longer because I don't see them here. If those who are working with me here on social media, when you have the show, I will come because as is it Prince Nairobi who said it? What they do is they just go to the studio. Now with the computer you can easily record a song. They record the song, they send you the song. Mom, I've made my, I've sung a new song. After 2 weeks, you see flyers of a show that they have organized. They have a concert.
Mhm.
You begin to wonder, concert with what? They said they want to shoot a video. They want to shoot a video. They want to raise funds to shoot a video. They want to raise funds. After that show, you don't see them any longer. You see them again the next time they are telling you about the new song. So where are they piling those songs to? You need to come out there and be visible and make yourself known because as you want to come abroad, if you come abroad when your songs are not known, it will be very boring and it will be very devastating. Imagine in a gala they play your song and nobody is dancing to it. People are wondering that, oh, now who song this now? You get it? So that is what we thought. We start the groundwork by blowing those songs out there, playing the songs out there. I remember during the as we gave an example that Mr. Kangun Josh was coming to tell you that no, please, Mr. Talusi, play Wimbum songs. In our own European convention,
same.
Mr. Tamfo took on himself. There was an official DJ who came, but he took on himself for 2 days and became the DJ. He stood up the whole night because he wanted to ensure that our Wimbum songs first. And we were thinking that doing this, our artists will be very happy and say, "Oh, finally we are out there." But as Tangwang has rightly said, we were forced to bring it out here because for a long time they have been talking about this thing. I will come to their live streams when they are talking. I say, pipe it down. Let us pipe this thing down. Let's, as they say, move fair. I say, you guys are talking too much. And finally, they started writing because when they started writing, we just snap it out. But now, once you drop it out here, you cannot control it any longer. That's why we had to come here to talk the things we have said here. Definitely, we will meet them and continue with the education. We are not here to say to bash them back, but to educate them and to see the loopholes and also correct so that we move forward, right? So that we
Yeah.
move forward. Because you see, somebody like Ringnu, she did not become famous, but she needed like the francophone audience, right? That made her to push her up. She did not rely on the anglophone audience. At times, you have to do your things in such a way that try Cameroon, try Nigeria, try all the other countries. Not that your song should only be in Wimbum land. So when it's not moving now, you start bashing your village people, you start bashing the
Mhm.
whole tribe. You get it, right? So
Your
that
village people.
your village people, right? You start insulting them and all of that. So we have to like And even
Yeah.
if you look at the followers I have here, as they say, I am using their songs. Mr. Kangon just touched that point, using their songs for their followers. Do you know 60% of my followers are not from Cameroon? 60% of these 62,000 you see here, they are not from Cameroon. And when you come to the 40% that are from Cameroon, you see the majority Yaoundé, Douala. So the Wimbum people, yes, the base is there, but it is not like now. If we finally decide to stop posting the Wimbum artists, it will affect nothing here because I have diversified. You don't put your eggs in one basket.
You
You don't
don't.
put your.
Indeed.
You've noticed that the moment you people started making noise, I have piped down. I only post the songs of those who are serious, who come to me with their songs. I don't go after anybody any longer, right? I don't go after anybody. Those who want their songs to be posted, bring them here and we'll post it. And I will say, like Tal Lucy, nobody should put my name in any song any longer because those who are bashing, they sang some songs and I heard my name. Then now I'm the bad person. Where do you keep that name? Let's just forget about the name, right? There's no need for us blowing those trumpets. Forget about the name. Just flow with the song. Just flow with the song. So the last word before we go, tell Lucy you have just 2 minutes. Prince Nairobi 2 minutes. Lemimo is 2 minutes, and I don't know whether Tangwang.
Yes, I want to say something too. Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, my last words to our youngsters. I call them youngsters because I grade them from that point of view so that I'll be able to manage what they are doing there, writing there and stuff like that. My youngsters. First, get a producer. To be an artist without a producer, please remove that name artist. Just say you are trying to become an artist. Whether you have sung how many songs, if you don't have a producer, you are just trying. Get a producer so that when you need support, it is that producer that is moving around talking about you. You have shows, different people should be organizing it. When I see an artist write to me that he has a show, I also think that he has a problem. And when you have shows, don't go for money from people. Ask people like us, ask the diaspora to buy tickets. Tickets now 2,000. I could buy 100 tickets. I will not give you the money. If you say I should give one, I'll give you 25,000 or 10,000. But if it comes to ticket, I can buy tickets for 50 people, for 100 people. This is the
Exactly.
visibility we are talking about. You need to have that audience. When that crowd follows you, it will ring a bell to the public. Enrich your social media platform, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and stuff. When you come there, promote your music. Don't be complaining. Don't be talking about people. Talk about your music, what you have in stock. You can even sing, do an a cappella, right? Learn how to talk to the microphone. Learn how to do live show, like Lenny Moye said. You know, get a mentor. Move with a mentor, an old guard in the industry. Approach music as a business. If it is a business, use somebody, talk with that person, a producer, do business with that person. If not, you just want to tap money and put in your pocket, and the next day we see you in the nightclub. That's not cool, right? Join the artist and the copyright industry corporation, like I don't use let me of Socam, Sosinada, and stuff like that. Some are talking about royalties. Do they know what is called royalties? They are supposed to pay Vera here for pushing their music ahead. They are supposed to pay us. I'm an MC. You are supposed to pay me to force a DJ to play your music. And I talk about it. You are supposed to pay me, not me giving you something. You know, that's how it is. You see how the tables have changed. So I think they are learning so much, and we will continue to do our best. We love you, but don't take our love and support for granted because we are not owing you any dime. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lucy. You've said it all, and I hope they are listening. Yeah. So let's just go quickly so that we touch everybody. Tangwang, 2 minutes.
Yes, all I want to say is that again, your music is all about our cultural heritage, so it's very important. Please persevere. Burna Boy, all these guys did not make it in a day. Please persevere. And the other thing, like I earlier mentioned, is that our music is on the rise. There's a transition happening now, our music on the rise. Take advantage of the internet before there was no internet. Take advantage of the internet and think about streaming your music. You know, all these platforms, TikTok, they have 1 billion people. And again, you know, if you don't know, ask. There are a lot of gaps. There's a lot of education that you have to have. So speak to those that know, get some mentorship, as Ella mentioned. But again, what is most important is respect yourself. Do not sing well and speak badly. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow. Do not sing well and speak badly. That was a powerful one there, right? Yeah. Kare Bua says, sorry, I'm late for the program, and it's because of the Artists Union, the only branch we had today. All I have to say concerning the Mbum people is that they should be loved and never forget that an artist goes through a lot to make us feel good. Just your support financially will build more knowledge and inspiration to make the world recognize truly who we are. That is on his own contribution there. And I see you, Madam Jerry's Taylor. You're laughing at our village people. Yes, our village people. Some of us think that it's the village people. Oh, these comments. Let me not go. Let me look for them here. There was something I saw, Mister. Time for me, Julius Tua, he too wrote something and I was encouraging us, the promoters, to just develop a thick skin, right? No, we are developing a thick skin. It's not like it's bothering me, right? It didn't bother me. If not, we will not be here. It didn't bother me, but because at a certain level, I noticed that it was out of ignorance. You know, when somebody accuses you for something and you realize that there's a lot of ignorance in it, you will not be angry. There's a lot of ignorance, then that's why I just say, "Phew, oh my God, what are they talking about?" That's why we are here to discuss it, right? That is why we are here. I know a majority of you, the artists, you are so lovable. You are nice. The ones I've been working with, right? I appreciate you so much because when it happened, there are many of you. I saw you on social media. There are many of you who reached out and sent some messages, and they were checking on me, thinking I said, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine." But when something happens, you learn your lessons from there. As I've said, I promote those who I see are serious. It's not like the general just running after people, right? Just running after people. That is the consequences when you do things free of charge for people. You always get that. That is the lesson I have learned. So now, the artists, you will talk last, right? Let the people who came to talk will talk. Then now you give your feedback. So, Mr. Joro, you can talk so that you go back to work. Then from there, Mr. Kangong Judge. Then we come to Lemmy Moyes, and we finish with Prince Nairobi. So 2 minutes, please.
Okay. So something just came to my mind when they were talking about royalties. So I remember one thing I mentioned in our group, the Talu. So remember, because if these artists are talking about royalties, they should, if they are going into details, they know that most of the music that we play, we are playing the music of our ancestors. These are the songs that usually have been played in our traditional dances. Njang,
Man.
or even German, German, Judah, and all the like. So if they are talking about royalties being paid before using the
All of
music
that.
to raise money, we have to also maybe trace those who composed those songs in those days,
Exactly.
which will
Exactly.
be so, yes. So now, going forward, I just wanted to also say they should not think that people like I was trying to talk about Witty Minstrel. That guy told me that the people of Nsop only come in to support them when they already succeed. That the Nsop man doesn't support crap. That there are a lot of Nsop people trying to sing. You cannot know them until they come to the limelight.
Exactly.
That yes.
Exactly.
So you can see, if you count the number of musicians that come from Mbum, they are almost more than those that come from Nsop. But those that come from Nsop are shining. But they still have the number that we have, but they don't come to the limelight because they are not singing as the other people are singing. So they told me that no sort community ever gathered to raise money for them, to sponsor them. They first of all, just like Prince Nairobi was saying, maybe you can do your job, save money from that your job, and then maybe take some loan. And if you know that you sing well, you invest the money that you have. You can, if you borrow money from credit union or somewhere, You add to what you work, and you know that you put it in the market is going to yield. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. You hit the nail on, they hit the nail on the plank. I don't want to call it coffin, right? You hit the nail because that is it, right? That is it. It's all about investment, right? It's all
Yes.
about, when they talk about shale land too, and you don't know the groundwork. You don't know what these people, as you rightly said, they don't support crap. It's when you are successful, it's when you have the value. They look at what you can produce, right? Because when you see most of them, when they come to those conventions, it's not like wholly funded by the convention. They have
No.
other shows, like, yeah, somebody comes to the convention, but he has about 5 or 7 other places that have invited him. So the convention just gives parts, and as they are giving part, they know that they are going to gain more than what they have put in. So if you are not that popular, nobody will invest in you. Nobody will invest in you. But now with our own artists, we are still like trying to cajole them and hold them like babies. We want to tell, like when you guys said in America, you wanted to bring 4. Imagine taking 4 full responsibility. That is much money. That is much money. Paying visa fee, paying the flight, paying the stay, then giving them food money, and maybe having to give them something when they go back. Who does that? Nobody does that, right? But now it didn't work well. But instead of them, well, we have already said that one. Let us not over emphasize that. So please, it's good to listen to conversations like this so that you mind the words that you send out there, because as they say, one cocoyam that is bad can spoil a pot of soup. The majority of the artists are doing well. They are not complaining, but that 1 or 2 that is ranting, right? It is good at times to stop that type of person, because there are some people who have nothing to lose, but their words are poisonous, that they can really, scatter things, right? So let us work together. Somebody wrote in the comment section that the artists, they need an association, they need a body. I remember there was one time there was Wimbum Musica. I don't know how it ended, because if you, and Mr. Kangon just also talked about unity. If you people are just scattered, everybody, because if you had an association, this thing would have been stopped from there, where you have all the artists in one place. When you see one misbehaving, you correct there. It wouldn't have come on the social media, because, as I say, when it comes here, it is difficult to control. When it comes here, it is very, very difficult to control. So, Mr. Kangon Judge, can you just say one word? Then I will put you up and let me see. Can you hear me? Unmute yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very, very much. I think the program has been so nice, and I think it's productive. If our
Yes.
artists could follow what we're trying to say here, like what we said from the beginning, we are not like here to bash anybody. We are here just to point out their errors. I will always talk about humility. Humility is very, very important. Let them be humble. Let them be open. If you have any suggestions, they should bring the suggestions to us. They should bring the suggestions to us, because if they do that, I mean, we'll be better placed, and so on and so forth. Then before I go, because we have already reached the destination, I just want, please, just permit me, appreciate. I want to appreciate Prince Nairobi and Lebi Moise, and just to say, I've supported the Wimbum Artists. It is because of Prince Nairobi. I'm the first. I mean, he's the first person that I came in contact with on social media, and he's the one who has given me the name, the Good Samaritan. So the Good Samaritan that is spreading all over. It is from Prince
Nairobi.
Nairobi. That's it.
a happy weekend.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend.
All right,
Sorry we
thank
are
you.
disturbing you, right? Have fun.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me Okay. So let's go quickly and we conclude. Now we have talked and talked. The artists are just listening, right? So it's a happy voice. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's relax
Thank
while
you.
we round up. Yeah. Just 2 minutes. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I will add 1 minute to the 2 minutes. Thank you.
Yes, please.
I want to begin from the issue of associations that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Actually, the state, the government, through the Ministry of Arts and Culture, is doing some restructuring, because it wants to bring the music arts into federations. Like you want to bring everything arts into federations as it is happening with sports. So there's actually some restructuring going on now, and I can just say here that 2 weeks ago I was appointed as the coordinator of the music arts pool for Donga Mantum division.
Wow.
So yes, so I have focal points in all the subdivisions who are working on this restructuring.
Wow.
So it is something that is going on, and it is serious because they have realized that when artists come together, as you talked about Wimbum Musica, we formed Wimbum Musica together. But in Wimbum Musica now, you find gospel artists mixing with those who sing rap, those who sing traditional music, and those who sing urban music, and so on. At times, the agreement is not usually there. So what the ministry is doing is that means the minister took the idea right to the parliament. It has been promulgated to law. This restructuring is actually legal, signed by the head of state himself. So they want music to be organized in such a way that each variant, each genre of music falls as a variant. They call it as a music variant. So it means that they will form from the grassroots, and they start from the grassroots. So as I'm here, I'm in Yaoundé, but they are carrying out census in Do. So I have to be census in Do as a musician from Do subdivision. So I have tried to advise my artists to make sure that they are being census so that they take part in that census, because there is what they call fichier national. That's a general list of artists of the whole country that has to be established, and then associations
Are
will
they
be
doing it
formed.
only in you? Or
No,
they
I'm
go
putting my own. It
example?
is
Yeah, I just want you to clarify before somebody takes it out of context, right? Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying is that it's something that is going national. So as
Okay.
I'm controlling Donga Mantum. So it is being
So,
carried out in Do. There's a focal point in Do, that is Tata Gibib is a one
yeah.
in Do,
Wow.
and then we have Linus Bar in Kambe
In
Central
camp.
Subdivision.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have for Franklin in Misaje Subdivision. We have Brother Evans in Mua Subdivision, and then we have Nukwe Kelvin in Akko Subdivision. So they are at work now doing the census. So my advice is just that our Mbum artists should not be left out, because associations will be formed at the grassroots, and then we all belong to those associations. Those associations will now join together to form what they call unions. And it is according to music variants. Gospel musicians will be in their own group, so that they work according to their way of thinking. Because when they come from various walks of life like that, finally the way of thinking does not synchronize. So that's something I just wanted to say, that artists should make sure that they are part of this. And then now, like as we have gathered from this discussion, artists, we should persevere. We should be consistent. We should be humble. And when we talk about this humility, the problem as it was raised, those of us who have been in it for years, when we look at what the younger ones are doing at times, we just laugh, because we operate, I and Chris Njowe, for example, we operate an open door policy. We don't charge anything. We have experience in the arts, and we are ready to support any artist who comes to us for ideas, both instrumental, both anyway, even to arrange their songs. But nobody comes, because maybe once they have done one song or the other and they have blown, they know that they are already superstars. They don't come to us, because if they come to us, we will not even ask a single franc. We are ready to work with them. So we are still inviting that they should be humble and let them come to us. And then I want to say here, like as my brother Joro said, when we bring some of those aspects that our ancestors sang into our songs, is because we have seen that some of those things are endangered. They're endangered, and we need to protect them. So we want to keep them for posterity. That's why we bring those things into songs, to keep them for posterity, so that the next generation should know that something used to be like God. That's the only best way for us to keep such riches. So we pray that our Mbum people should support us in that. They should not ask for royalties.
And I think
So
there are
I'm
a lot
just
of
to bring
things
that.
I learned that from your song, Sung Jazz, the song that you sang in 1997. I think there are a
Exactly.
lot of things that you put there. When I listen to that song again, I say, "Wow!" So I learned so much from that song of the things of the past.
Exactly. So that's
I don't
also
know. I don't know
bring
the
us to.
song. You need to send the song to me. Let me
I
listen
will
to it.
send it to you immediately. Let me
Yeah.
send it to you immediately.
That's the song. That's the one. You don't have it.
I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have
Let
it.
me send it
Okay.
to you.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Yes.
right.
So now, this is.
Thank
I wanted to just round up. Let me just round up with what we
Please
expect.
round
We
up
say
because yeah, the time. Yeah.
our problem as Mbum artists, because as you said, it's like there is something and then we don't know how to put it. They are putting it the wrong way. The main problem is that the Mbum artist actually needs music is something that needs a lot of financial support. Music needs a lot of financial support, and most of us enter into the thing with nothing. Most of the Mbum artists, like Nairobi said, have nothing else to do. Then they enter into music. They cannot even buy a guitar for themselves so that they can learn. They cannot afford a guitar for themselves. So the music is an expensive joke, if at all it's a joke. Very expensive. So they need support. But the thing is like they don't know how to go about this particular support. So what I would like to plead here to my elite is that if the Bamileke people could believe in their own, I think without being sounding anyhow, I think Mbum is very smooth. Very smooth. It's a language that is very smooth, especially to sing. If the Bamileke people could believe in their own and risk their money in sponsoring their artists and pushing it through until those who don't even understand the language started liking Ben Sikin and all those other things, I think the Mbum person could do it. Not do it as some charity organization. I am pleading on our Mbum people to come into the music enterprise. That is, we are actually canvassing for music entrepreneurs of Mbum origin. Listen to what we are doing. That's why we are insisting that Mbum artists should be professional. Do something great so that Mbum, because many of you, especially those of you who are in the diaspora, at least you have some extra change. That extra change that you would have loved to invest in some business. Why not invest in show business? If you are investing in show business, if there is a good musical art piece and you invest in it, you are investing as an entrepreneur, which means that you are expecting to have your gain from it, and you push it through, you will have the required gain, more than the required gain. So I am just pleading on my Mbum people, don't fear the music business. Don't fear show business. Listen to what we have. There are a lot of Mbum artists out there who have good things. Select one and invest in him or her, and then you will not regret that particular gesture. And then the last thing is that if for our Wikuda, if you're organizing your events, don't just depend on the contributions of the members. Canvas for sponsors. If you canvas for sponsors, for example, if we talk about Wikuda in Cameroon here, if you go to MTN, go to Camtel, and then you write a letter for sponsorship, maybe you can insist to Camtel that, Camtel, please, you are on job. We want that the way you are going to sponsor us is that you take care of our artists that we are inviting for this show. They know how artists can be taken care of. And then you give them that platform to come and advertise their product. You will not have to, our elite will not have to spend the money from their pockets. Canvas for sponsors. Even as the conventions are taking place in Europe and in America, there are companies there that would like that platform to showcase what they have, so that they have more following too. So you canvas for sponsors, they come to that platform, do their adverts, and then they pay in something that can take care of one thing, add at least production of an artist or things like that. So those are the few things I
Yeah.
wanted to just
Thank
propose
you.
here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Salemi Moise. Before we we call on Prince Nairobi to close this session. Once more, congratulations on your appointment with your whole team. You did not even tell us, you did not inform us. So it was through the conversation, and we are almost rounding up that we are, the question pricked you and you came out with it. That is something laudable, right? I wish you all the best. And I think when all of that is organized, we will have, and I'm happy with the way you landed. You were talking of the Bamileke. I was trying to understand what you were saying, and you now said they should risk their money. It's all about investment. This thing that this
Exactly.
climate Wimbum Jame, you saka jaka, right? It's not about investment. Let's and before they come to reach their money, you guys to have to step up the game, right?
Step up.
Do good
Exactly.
work before somebody will reach the money. I read something from one spirit teller, the organizer of Wimbum Talent Award. He says we still have a lot to do back home here because everybody is just thinking that going out of the country for a concert will make you a star. You don't accept to learn. You don't want to listen to advice. You don't want to unite with others. We really need to unite and build a better industry for tomorrow. This is somebody speaking from home. This is somebody who has worked with the artists too for a very long time. And he is saying, let's unite. Let the unity start from home, right? And learning, so that we do things well because nobody will invest his money in trash. I'm sorry to use that word, in something that is not nice. But when something is good, it is good. It will not only be consumed by the Wimbum people, it will be consumed by everybody. Look at this new song that this musician just dropped. This I'll be picking for Bamenda. It is all over the place, right? It is all
Yes.
over the place. Everybody is dancing to it. So we also have some of those songs, with this social media.
It's a group. It's a group of grassland musicians, and why not Wimbum to learn from there? They that are saying this come together and do
Yeah,
something like that as a group to
As
project
a group,
Wimbum land.
as a group,
exactly.
you know, and
I
project
think
them
we need
homeland.
to start considering this unity before we start looking at the artists. We need to urge them to unite, to be in
Exactly.
one voice, so that we will, from there we will understand the some of these things.
And another interesting point that came, that I'm happy that maybe will trigger them to be more on social media. When you go to the embassy claiming that you are a musician, they check on the social platforms to see how the crowd that you have there. Where are you? You are nowhere to be
Mm.
found. They go on YouTube, you are not there. They come on Facebook, you are not there. They go on Instagram, you are not there. They go on TikTok, you are not there. They say, but who is this person? They see your profile, nothing there. Because as you say, let me just come back to what Mr. Kangon said. Some of
They,
them give
they
me
got
songs.
your ID card, you are a farmer.
I'm telling you, some of them give me songs. I am more than 50. I take the songs. I come on Facebook here. I'm the one jumping up and down. They are there seated, right? They fold their arms, right? I jump and finish and I'm sweating. They fold their arms. They don't even like the song. They don't share it. Right? They have given Mama the work. Can you imagine? I'll be the one jumping and sweating. You get it. Right,
And
guys?
you actually put that effect on your face as a grandmother.
The grandmother, right? As a
No,
grandmother. And
no, no,
tomorrow,
no, no,
you will sit back and
no.
say, I am using your song to build your program. I listened to Bamenda Culture today. He was live on the same topic because when they sent the post, he posted it on his platform yesterday, I think. And I think after investigation, he was now so furious. He was on a live show and he
And
was
he
asking
cannot
those.
take down what he wrote out there. He cannot cancel it. It's already out
It's
there.
already
Even
out
if he
there.
delete
It's
it,
already out there.
he
There's
cannot
nothing
delete it
he
from
can take,
people's mind.
right? There's nothing he can take down,
That's the
right?
youthful exuberance we are talking about. Be careful with what you have in front of you in the name of laptop or phone. Use
Yeah,
your data to promote yourself. Don't use your data to be talking about some people.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And he
I
was
just
not
want,
asking, he was not asking those artists if Mama Vera could use your songs to promote her own page. Why don't you use that song to promote your own page? What is the problem, right? Why? Because they are just sitting there, and unfortunately, the songs that are bringing us the followers, the videos that are bringing us the followers are not their songs. So don't push us to
exactly.
stop, right? Because as we rightly say, make a thick skin. You say you want to help people. I've told you this is social media. Somebody will write nonsense like that and it will go a very long way. It will go very far. And when it comes back. Anybody, you take it and turn it anyhow, and it can affect somebody, right? It can affect somebody. So I have my integrity to preserve, not because I want to help women people, I will take trash. No. When it comes to something that touches my integrity, I will say stop there, right? Stop there, because I don't owe you anything, and I don't expect anything from you. So don't take my leniency for granted.
Yeah.
That's just it, right. Yeah. So respect is, we respect ourselves so that we move together. I'm dragging
Yeah.
this talk thinking that Prince Nairobi, I don't know, he dropped out. Is he there?
Yeah.
Prince, can you hear me?
Yeah. I just want to say
Tango
that
still had something to say.
Yeah, tell Lucy, you will end it up. Let Prince Nairobi just say something briefly. Can you hear me?
I'm getting you, Auntie.
Yes, please. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, I want to say I'm very grateful. I'm happy to be here, and I really appreciate the invitation you gave to me. And I would like to say, do not feel discouraged to what to the job you have been doing, because those people that have been writing, we don't even know them. And my elder brother, let me say, we don't know them. My uncle told me something that to be a star, you have a price to pay. Being the price to pay, you have to sacrifice from your pocket. You have to sacrifice from your pocket, like go to the studio, record your music, try to project your music to a level before asking for support. But most of the guys that have been writing, we don't know them. Maybe because they took advantage from the video I did begging, because that I was begging uh, the Wimbum people to support the artist. It was not an obligatory. I was just begging. But maybe some of them took the advantage because of the video I did, like to talk to people the way they think they can talk, which is very
Exactly.
wrong. So I want to just say thank you. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Kangong George. Thank you to Tal Luciano, because I've been hearing also about him, but I'm happy I've seen him today. And to the president of EU, and my elder brother, Leme Moise, that you should keep the work, the good work you have been doing to us. We are behind you. And
Thank
the Wimbum people too should also know that we really need their support, but it's not an obligatory. They should just think about us and support us in one way or the other. As I earlier said, that they should put us in the competition that maybe we can compete. That will push us to work harder, because the thing people are asking today is because when you sleep in the night, you dream about something. Then the next morning, you just go to the studio and record and start asking of support. But if we are having a competition of music, you will see that most of the Wimbo people will improve in singing and music and doing the artwork. So that's what I can say for now. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dashe. Thank you so much. So when the president of EU talks, then this thing we can continue to tomorrow, right? It is so interesting, but it has to stop. I will read one last comment here. Bamengala Tabu says, also, if we want to bring or invite our artists during conventions to USA and Europe, we need to make flyers like 3 months or earlier before the D-Day and share out. Secondly, we need to know if they are registered with the Ministry of Culture. And lastly, they need to work on their occupation. As someone said, you cannot be on your ID a farmer and you say you are a musician, right? Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Bame. And for Europe and America, the dates are already, for Europe, it's even 2025, 2026, 2027. It's already there. They know where the conventions will hold. And I think it's today I posted the one for the US for 2025 and 2026. So the dates are even a year ahead of time, even 2 years. So there is ample time, right? There's ample time. So the president of EU wanted to say something before we conclude.
Yeah, all I wanted to say was that I mean, this discussion is a positive discussion. It should be seen as a positive discussion, constructive feedback, and it should be seen as a way of the promotion of the good work that our artists are doing. It should also be seen as a way of the promotion of our culture being exported. Because if we don't end it this way, it may be seen otherwise. So it's positive. It's all about We are trying to promote the exportation of our culture. That's all I wanted to say.
Yes. Does anybody still have something to say, or we call it a day? Tell Lucy, are you good? All right. So we stop it here. Thank you, people, so much. As you rightly said, we are here just to fix things, right? We are here to fix things and to sensitize and to educate, because the relationship between our culture, the relationship between our artists and the elites, it has to be smooth. So when we see where there's some misunderstanding and some frictions, we need to fix it, right? We need to fix it. So it is, as you say, it's a positive debate. It's a positive for
Yeah.
positive contribution, because as we have heard from the artists, we have heard from the elites, we have heard from the presidents of the associations. So now many of you now know that the elites they have you in mind. So the ball is now in your court, right? The ball is now in your court. Stop complaining and go to work. They always say a mouth that is busy does not talk. The people who talk too much are the lazy ones, right? So concentrate and do your work. If you hear from the statistics that music has a brighter future, if I were you, I will do my best, especially with the social media. You don't know where your music can go viral, right? Your song can be so beautiful, but if you are not, when you hear something every day, it becomes familiar. But if you keep that, because some of them would want song, yeah, yeah, bonsi, yeah, they don't want to do anything, it will not go anywhere. Nobody lights a candle these days and put it under the table. It has to be here.
Yeah.
Come here and just be making noise every day. I know the problem with maybe data, but at least you guys are every day on the social media. It means you can afford it. Come and just be making noise. Just be making noise, be making noise. There's a word called consistency, right? Just be making
Okay.
noise. The Limbum slot, when I started, when I come there, how many people are there? There are times I come with just three, four. I never stop, right? I never stop. This page was nothing. This page was nothing. This page that you now say I am growing, this page was nothing. We used to come here, whether it's 4 5, we
I
are there.
used to watch you and say that you Sinjari Agina Kelo
Okay,
Yekai. You
yeah,
know, you will dance and do things. You see one person,
one person.
plus me too, at times. At
Yes,
times I just watch, I don't even go inside,
exactly. You get it.
You know,
So now,
yeah.
when the thing is becoming something, you don't now say it. No, keep doing it constantly, consistency, and one day somebody will say, "Who is this boy who's always disturbing here like this? What is he even singing?" He will come and
Very
sit
well.
down. That is how it is. You need to make noise. It's just making noise. The noise. You see some songs that are blowing, you listen to them, they have no meaning. But those are the people who have been regular here, just making noise until they get noticed. They get noticed. And once you get noticed, that is how you find your way to the top. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the contributions. And I think somebody will get something out of it, because I have gotten my own from it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my able contributors, and have a beautiful evening. God bless you, and see you some other time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
So maybe you just take yourself out, and I go back to my viewers out there. I saw. Let me see. Jesus. Okay. Thank you. The whole Alumba Brian. Oh my God, I can see you. Let me empty my studio first. Let me moist. You did not go out. You're still there. Yeah. Let me take you off. Thank you. Okay. Leslie, I see you. Tume Menjo, I see you. Hey, Mamanjo, Jerry's tell her she would have loved to be here today, but work, right? She wanted to really join us. I see you too. Thank you for the contributions. Divine Favor, I've seen your contributions. The opposite of humility is pride. Yes, pride comes before a fall, right? Mukulamki, my God, they were all there. I see, Tume Menjo, I see all of you. Many of you were there. Tata Humble Girl is watching. Jerry, thank you for the stars. Hey, the legend was there. Oh my God, I'm just seeing him now. I hope no, he's just joining now, I think, right? Oh, John Ire himself. Oh my God. The legend is there, he's watching. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my God. Ginu Levis. I see you. Winnie Bakilam. Oh my God. Princess Lawrence. Wendim Hermina. Oh my God. The whole house is full. Jivo Samba. Walking Mickey. Tikare Boy, right? All of you, lovely people. I saw time for me, Julius Tua, all of you who came in. If I've not called your name, don't feel bad, because it's not easy to to do, and we're looking at the names at the same time and coordinating. You saw the studio was full, and we needed this is a topic that was important. We needed to talk about it, and I think we have been edified, we have been educated. Let's not go and create other problems in it and start accusing that, oh, no, 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 no. It is just edification to clarify the air so that we move forward and learn. Maybe we might organize some seminars, on WhatsApp, right? We come WhatsApp and educate our artists. Some of you who are versed in these things, like things of traveling, what they need to do. We do the online teachings. They organize themselves and we come online. Why not? And we teach them, right? It will be better that way. So thank you so much. God bless you for the support, for the love, for being here. And One Spirit Tala, I see you. Thank you for watching too. Oh my God, and all the contributions. So have a wonderful evening and see you some other time on Meet and Talk. It was a wonderful day. For those who are coming in, we're talking about the Wimbum artists and their relationship with the elites in and out of Cameroon. So thank you so much. God bless you and bye bye.